Hello guys, and in today's video we're having a look at the Turgle, Scuba Sev and Cal Kestis multi-pack from the Black Series. I am very happy to have this because, well, when it was announced and pre-orders went up, I was really tempted to buy it, but 50, because the only reason I wanted it was because of Turgle and Scuba Sev, but 50 is a little much just for Turgle and Scuba Sev. But, well, when I saw it yesterday for 35 because of a Black Friday sale on Amazon, I just bought it straight away. So, super excited to have these figures. And yeah, let's crack them open and take a look. So here they are in the tray. I did remove all the accessories, so, we're just going to start looking at the figures. So let's pull out Turgle first. That is basically the main reason I bought this multi-pack. Let's fill this aside. Let's take a look at Turgle. I am very happy to have Turgle here. I'm extremely surprised that Hasbro actually made a Turgle. I think that is very nice. Sculpt looks fantastic. He looks just like he does in the game. Now, of course, unfortunately, he does not have elbows or knees. So, if we go on the articulation, he has ball joint and hinge. Then he's got ball joint and hinge at the wrist. Same with the upper legs and feet. So not too much going. He's got a really beautiful sculpt and very nice paint apps. So let's have a look. He has his little blaster. This is a brand new sculpt for the Black Series. Correct. I suppose they'll be reusing this. But I mean, I'm very surprised that Turgle, I mean, the fact that he even got made is crazy, but fuck's sake, there we go. But yeah, I mean, the fact we also got a whole new sculpt for his blaster is very nice. Also fits in his little holster there, and he can, hold it. He does have kind of, well, a little too flexible fingers for my liking, but there's his blaster in his hand. But I mean, realistically, you're probably just going to have him with it in the holster, just kind of stood on the shelf, which is why he doesn't particularly need too much articulation. Again, love the speckling for the paint apps there. But yeah, I mean, if this is what it takes to get these kinds of characters, with the limited articulation, then honestly, I'm all for it, and I'm very happy to have him. Alright, so next up, pull out Scuba Sev. He's the only other reason I bought the 2-pack. Well, the multi-pack. Here he is. He looks fantastic. You can actually remove the helmet to see his little snail. His little snail face. It's just not focusing. There we go. Look at that, his lovely little walrus-looking mustache. And he's got this kind of whole blue suit underneath. And then there's nice, dome, barnacles, and his little starfish. Very nice greebling detail. On the back, and nice translucent plastic. Again, there's what he looks like with that actually on there. Very nice. And then he also has a little, I don't know, contraption you can stick on the back. That's what that looks like. Yeah, I am overall extremely happy to have Scuba Sev. Articulation, he's literally just got that's it. No ball joint there. Oh well, he does have a ball joint. Does not go out, it goes that far out. So, yeah, no. But again, what movement do you need from Scuba Sev? You're not going to have him in any dynamic poses. You're really just going to have him stood on your shelf, just like Turgle. Alright, so let's get into Cal Kestis then. here is Cal Kestis. He's the one who comes with most of the accessories in the set. This is a new design for him. It's very nice, very Han Solo-esque with his shirt. I mean, at first I thought it was reused from Han Solo, but nope, this is all new sculpting and looks exactly the same as something like Han Solo would wear. Well, something that Han Solo would wear. So, for articulation on Cal, we got ball joint at the top of the head, nothing at the bottom of the neck. Crunch, not great. Single torso, I don't know. Single elbows, ball joint at the wrists, ball joint at the arms, swivel. Again, ball joint at the bottom of the waist, ball joint on the legs. Got that far. Single knees, and then a, I don't know, joint of some description at the foot. So, pretty good for articulation. It's got a nice head sculpt there. Pretty good looking jacket. It's got a holster. Let's get, speaking of holster, let's look at his blaster. Here's his blaster. I don't know if this is a new sculpt as well. It might be. And it, you know, goes into his trigger finger hand. Can have him with some cool poses. And then you can also put it in his holster at the bottom here. I do like how his trigger finger hand is on the same side of him as the holster. It's nice. Then we have 4 lightsaber blades. So we have kind of a shortened one. So that is, of course, when you take a long lightsaber and then you split it in half, so you get the regular size saber and then the shorter saber. Not much paint going on there. Then you also have the kind of Kylo Ren style saber there. And then you also get 2 lightsaber blades, so that's for if you want the double or the dual wielding, or if you want to have the double bladed saber. So let's see what that looks like on him. So just grabbing one of the regular sabers, sticking in his hand. Very nice there. Now, for hooks, you have a little hook on his belt where you can put saber like that. You can also put the shorter lightsaber on there. But you cannot put the double-bladed or kind of Kylo Ren style lightsabers because they do not have a little hook that goes onto the peg. Oh god, that one right there. This little peg here on the belt. And again, it's got some nice paint apps. I do think it's a pretty good likeness. Nice scar there. And again, here's the double-bladed. No hook of any kind. I guess you could try and hook it through one of these holes, but don't want to stress the plastic. And then we have the mullet Kestis sculpt. It's sculpted, looks nice. Got the handlebar mustache and the mullet. With the nice scar there. Pretty good paint apps on that. And that's just about it for the actual reviews. So let's get into the size comparisons. So here we have Cal next to the Star Wars Black Series Stormtrooper and B2 Super Battle Droid. Here we have him next to the McFarlane Toys Ogryn and Trader Guardsman. And here we have him next to the NECA Albino Predator and the Ultimate Feral Predator. And that is it for Cal size comparisons. Let's get into Turgle. So here's Turgle with the Stormtrooper and the B2. Here's the Albino and Feral Predator. And here he is with the Trader Guardsman and Ogryn. But you know, I mean, I thought if I'm going to do a size comparison for Cal Kestis, then I kind of needed to do one with Turgle. And I don't think it's particularly necessary to do one for Scuba Sev. or BD, because, well, just more. Oh, shit. I completely forgot. I forgot we hadn't looked at BD yet. So here is BD1. He has got a skin that you can get in the game for him. He's a nice blue. Pretty good sculpt. It's pretty basic. I mean, we've had this a lot. So articulation, we have ball joint in the head and then a knee, and that's it. He definitely serves his purpose. He's got that weird off-white colour that I've seen being used in the new Rebel and Stormtrooper battle pack, because if you look at this Stormtrooper here, this kind of older Stormtrooper, slightly older one, I say older, it's the newer design, but look, the white is it's very off-white, and I don't like it. I much prefer the, you know, actual white of the Stormtrooper, the slightly older colour. Yeah, it's not great that we're getting a bit of a cheaper looking white. But having said that, that is just about it for today's review. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to, you know, check out my other videos and well, ring that notification bell if you would like to see more reviews like this. I will have more videos coming up in the future. Cosmic Legions figures, more NECA, a bit more Black Series, probably only like 2 more Black Series figures. But that's about it for today's video, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye!